Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be discussing why the market moved the way it did. And I know the news was out with the Fed meeting about the rate hikes and the taper, right? I know about that. But for people who are looking to find the clues in the chart, I'm going to be breaking that down for y'all in this video. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions if you have some time in the video, right? Before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. All right, let's get started. All right, off the bat, the market took a hit, and let's talk about why this happened to begin with. Let me reduce the time frame. There was some clues on there, so let me reduce the time frame to the 5 minute, right? And let me just erase that thing right here. Remove, zoom out. The first indication that this market was gonna tank was this. If you look closely, there is a descending triangle on the chart right over here, right? Y'all can see that it was developing throughout the entire day, consolidating. Again, that's kind of why I said that I wasn't expecting any major movement. But over time, as this thing started to form, it started to squeeze in that tight corner and it broke down. If you zoom closely, it broke down first, and then we had the Fed meeting to retest the floor before we collapse. All right, so that's the first clue that the market was going to tank. Now, the next clue that the market was going to tank actually happened way before that, and it's by looking at something else. It's by looking at NQ, which I was looking at earlier today. There it is. All right, this is the next clue right here. Right there, this is a bearish pennant, and this one actually broke down because there was more selling pressure on tech compared to the SPY. More selling pressure. It broke down right at the open. All right, in the first 5 minutes, retested the resistance of that bearish pennant, consolidated throughout the entire day, and then collapsed even more. All right. Now, another clue that I'm going to show y'all, that's with looking at every other stocks in the market. And I'm actually going to use the Discord for that. All right. Now, also, by the way, we got rid of BA at like 218, as you can see right over here. For those of y'all who took that trade this morning, congratulations. BA and Intel did spectacular. The Intel contracts went up by like 300%. Even if you took the trade today and sold today, if you bought it yesterday, they were up by like probably 10x, 10 or 12x on those contracts. But in regards to why the market collapsed, we're going to look at the short watch list right over here. And when today started with this right there. All right, this is today, and this is an hour and 9 minutes before the market opened. We have Microsoft with that strong downtrend right here. Every time it drops, it does a little dead cat bounce again, gets rejected off, right? And I was expecting another one happening today to reclaim that resistance of $317, as y'all can see right here. All right, and also Roku, which is another stock in the market that I was looking at, which kind of gave me like this sense of today wasn't going to be such a great day for the longs. Roku was showing a bullish rectangle for the longest time. I was just waiting patiently for this thing to break out. And then yesterday, it did this thing right there. It broke down. And then today, it opened even lower. This is not a good sign for longs, especially for the people who like to buy without confirmation, right? The people who like to buy in early in expectation that the stock is going to magically do what they want it to do. It doesn't work that way. So you have to be really, really patient with it and let the stock make its decision. And as you can see, it collapsed, and it just wasn't good for longs. Another one, which is AFRM, that one is actually the stock for today's video. We're gonna go back on here. So Definitely watch AFRM, which is the stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow. Watch it for a drop. All right, watch it for a drop. I mentioned it a few times within the last like few days. I mentioned it a few times because of this thing right there. All right, where is I think it's, yeah, this thing right there. There it is. All right, this bearish pennant. It broke down yesterday. All right, and then it did a little dead cat bounce, kind of like what I just showed you with Microsoft, what Microsoft was doing on its way back down, right? And also, if you zoom out and you put on the daily, and you get close right here, right there, it's trying to fill that giant gap below, right here. It's not a good look. Like, this is not a video where I tell y'all to buy the dip. No. This, if you want to just wait for this thing to chill out at the bottom first before you dip buy, great. If you are a day trader looking for an opportunity, short-term day trades, and you want in on that, I think it's definitely going to collapse. I'm expecting to move to the downside for sure. Just to fill that gap to like $68 before we see consolidation, followed by some recovery in the market. Okay. I also forgot to talk about the SPY. We got to talk about the SPY really quickly. But this is the stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow. Very wild movements to be expected tomorrow after the dump. Again, if it opens really, really low, expect some buying pressure. Like, expect some people to just flood in after the first 15 minutes. Again, if we gap down tremendously, expect that. But if it doesn't, then there could be a day trading opportunity to the short side. Now, let's talk about the SPY and my thoughts on that one, since I kind of like explained why it tanked in regards to like the structure, right? Because that's what we do here. We don't trade based off of news, we trade based off of structure. Now, the way the SPY is looking right now, as you can see, I drew that floor right there. There is a strong possibility that we could get there. Strong possibility. And this will be a wonderful buying opportunity too, right? Remember how happy you were when this thing collapsed over here and then we had this massive bump? You remember, you were so excited. You made so much money here. We're about to get another opportunity to do so. Will it be as wild as this? Time will tell, right? It could be, like it really, really could be. If it dropped really, really fast, let's say by Friday, we could bounce into the next week, right? It's either going to be this or it's gonna be this plus a dead cat bounce. It could be. It's one of the two. But I'm definitely waiting for. I'm anticipating this thing to actually go down and test that level. That's my very honest opinion on the SPY. And you could wake up tomorrow and see that the SPY is down by -2%, literally all the way back down there. And then you will see that buying pressure that I'm talking about, right? So that's my thoughts on the SPY. Now we have to look at another stock. Somebody asked really quickly. We're gonna look at KHC. All right. Somebody wanted to ask about KHC, so we're gonna address it. In regards to the stock, it had a bullish pennant on the chart. It broke out on Monday, and it had a nice follow through. Good opportunity to make some money on the stock, right? Right now, I think it just needs to chill just a little bit and drop like to here to like 36.41 before continuing back up again. All right. It's looking good. It's behaving nicely. It's behaving the way it should behave. I'm not bearish on it for the next few days, but for tomorrow, expect a little bit of a pullback. All right, that's my very honest thoughts on that one. And the last stock that we're going to talk about in this video, that one is Nike. And Nike, I addressed this one in the past. I told y'all how this stock looks so sus. I told y'all I didn't like it. First of all, there's the gravestone doji after earnings. I gave you a warning not to go in too heavy right here because the stock is consolidating and there is no decision on the direction that it is going. And if you look at the 1 hour right here, you can clearly see that the previous floor kind of broke down right here on Monday and did a little dead cat bounce. Tomorrow, if we open much lower, this gap at 160 could get filled before we see some type of buying pressure on the stock. All right, that's my very honest opinion on Nike, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button if you appreciate these lessons and you like the way I explain the charts and the reason why things happen in a charts perspective and not the news perspective. All right, also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel by clicking right over here, and also click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on daily uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Ngumah and the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you and you're not scared by these sell-offs, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below on how you can get started in the stock market. All right, you can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ngumah, Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.